Is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for The Tomorrow People, Season 1, Episode 3. Now I know in my hour review I said I wasn't going to do a review for The Tomorrow People this week, and next week. Next week I'm still probably not going to do a review for The Tomorrow People just because I have a collab video and probably some schoolwork, so I don't know if I have enough time to do a Tomorrow People review. But if I do, maybe tell me in comments below if you want it late. I might be able to do that. But there will be an hour review next week, so I will have that. But I actually wasn't going to do a Tomorrow People review because I watched it late. It's like 12 o'clock now or 1 o'clock in the morning. So I watched it late, and I thought it was going to be a generic episode. But actually a lot of things got accomplished that I wanted to talk about, so that's the reason I'm making a review right now. So what was this episode about? We get to see Steven's exploring his powers a little bit more, and he finds out a girl in his class who's also had a couple of breakdowns, who actually kills her sister by a train track by accident. She wants to kill herself, and Steven wants to play God and save her, and everyone's against it, and he's trying to figure out throughout this episode, should I save her? So that's kind of a minor, well, one of the secondary plots going on. And then the major plot has to do with Kara and finding out her past. And she was actually deaf. And once she started getting her powers, she could hear again. Her father pushed her out, said you shouldn't live here anymore because she killed somebody, which is that possible, or is it just because she had her powers before that? That's another question, because Tomorrow People can't kill, so that's an interesting thing that she did kill somebody. So we get to see that she had a tragic life, and we see why she doesn't like humans, and she also had a sister. I think the sister definitely will come into play in the future, because the sister was very innocent. She was, what, 8, 9? So I think the sister will have regret that she never was able to have a relationship with Kara. So it's interesting. I have a feeling they set that up for a reason. Maybe her interacting with her father one day because the father was like, oh, I don't want to actually be here. So it was really a confusing scene at the same time, because what he was saying definitely was contradicting what he was thinking. Because like, you go, it sounded like he was protecting her more than pushing her away, but then he's like, oh, we didn't like you anyway. So I thought that was a little bit on the confusing side, but I really hope we get to see more of that interaction as this season goes on, or a series goes on, because this episode made that character very interesting to me. I can't think of the guy's name. I think John, the blonde hair guy. I know the actor's name's Luke. But yeah, John, still I think we'll get story with him, make him interesting, because even Kara's like, oh, well, you have a past too. But Kara's story made me really enjoy the character, and really excited for stories to come with her. So, especially again with the father and the sister, maybe we'll see them in future episodes, or especially the sister. And then we get a really good cliffhanger. In my first Tomorrow People review, I said that Asterisk was gonna find out. It was inevitable that she was going to find out, because the show needed a sidekick. I felt like, oh, well, why have her if she's not going to find out? And that she would be Steven's connection to the human world, because you don't really see him connect that much with his mother and brother. The best friend definitely would be that connection. And Julie Plec loves revealing secret identities, which I like. I like that they do that, because I think it's always fun to see the reveal of a secret identity. So we actually see the Asterisk goes to Steven in the end and says, I saw you do something at the train when you saved Emily, who was the girl who was going to commit suicide, and tell me what happened. And then Steven's lying to her, because at first he told her in the first episode, but she didn't believe him. So now he's trusting his friends and his fellow Tomorrow People to say, don't tell humans. So Asterisk is like, alright, if you're not going to tell me, I'm going to find out. So I don't know if that was more of a cliffhanger, or is Steven really going to try to avoid telling Asterisk. My feeling is that was a cliffhanger, and the next episode Steven's going to be like, alright, I'll tell you. And I think she'll be a little upset in the beginning, but I think she will be the sidekick of the series, especially since they're doing this so early in the series. I don't think it'll be like, I hate you, but maybe they will go that direction, where it's like, I hate you, and you're a tomorrow person, and I'll be like a hunter. I don't think they're going that direction with the show. I think they left us on that cliffhanger to think that, but I really think they're doing it more for her to be a sidekick and be a human, maybe let the Tomorrow People like humans if she kind of joins the group in that way. Again, just because they did it so early in the series, which I'm very happy for. I think it definitely was time, makes something more interesting for the story. It makes her character more interesting. But really enjoyed this episode. I just think it made the series that much more interesting. I'd give it 4.5 stars. Really enjoyed this one. Again, I don't think I'll be reviewing next episode, but if you want me guys to, I will. I hope you guys enjoyed this Comic Uno. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations. And tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode. And don't forget to like me on Facebook. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.